Hi everybody and welcome to Newspring's YouTube channel. My name is Obi and my wife.
I'm Fakwe.
And we're going to be talking about relationship, very spicy and juicy as well. We pulled in some questions based on some of the events that we've had, and people have sent in their questions as well. And what we plan to do is just to talk about some of the things that we have experienced, and hopefully they'll be helpful for you in making decisions for relationship as well. So
absolutely. So I'll take away the first question. So the first one we've got asked was, how do you recognize God-fearing people and sniff out lies people might be telling about spiritual growth and, you know, God told me you're my husband, that kind of stuff? How do you do that? You go on.
Okay, so I mean, everybody would, as a Christian, you're meant to hear from God, and I think why this question is here is that some people have been hurt because somebody said I heard from God, right? But it ended up not being the truth,
right?
So hearing from God is something that I believe every Christian at any point of your journey, you should be able to hear from God. But then when somebody says, I heard from God that you're going to be my spouse, you know, my wife or your husband, you know, your response should be, that's great. That, you know, you're happy that you heard from God. However,
I want to hear myself exactly
from God, because you know, in the Bible there's something where when things happen, they repeat, they kind of confirm to themselves, and then you should also be able to go back and hear from God. And
don't let anybody rush you. That's kind of what I say. Like, because they say they heard from God doesn't mean that like you need to respond. I'm like, oh, okay, you servant of God, I'm listening. Like, you are also God's child. So you have the right to go back to God and also hear from yourself, and also take some time to evaluate the person, right? They claim to be a Christian doesn't mean they are one. So take some time to evaluate the fruits that the person is displaying in their life. Take some time to learn about them, especially if it's not someone you don't know them, they're not your friend or anything like that. You need some time to build that relationship, and not just going to go from strangers to potentially getting in together. So take your own time to learn what you need to learn, ask questions, study the person, pray about it, and then also expose that relationship to the light. So one of the things we say is that lies don't hold up well over time. So allow the person, let time pass while you study the person, bring the person to your community of faith, whether that be like leaders that you trust, your mentors in your life and everything, and let them be able to observe the person, so that in the multitude of counsel there will be safety. You know, you get counsel from your leaders, from your pastors, from your mentors, your parents if you have godly parents, you know, and then they can weigh in into that decision as well. So don't do it in isolation. Don't feel rushed. Don't feel like because they said God said means that exactly. So it's not today that people will start lying. There's that example in the Bible of the older prophet and the younger one, where someone heard from God, and then the other one said he also heard from God again, and kind of cancelled what he said. So lying is not a new thing. So basically, it's your life, and you're able to take responsibility for it, as in say, okay, I hear you, I want to pray about it, I want to learn more about it, ask questions. And what else would you add?
I would just say, like, for that particular instance, just the way you do things in making a decision for every other thing. You know, you're choosing the car to buy, you're choosing the house to buy,
due diligence.
To rent. You do your due diligence, you do a background check,
right?
You do all the things that you need to do. Like,
so what people that know this person? Let me find out what I know. 2-3 other people. To say, is this person, you know, who he or she say they are, and then that will give you enough information to come back. And if for any reason you don't feel it in your gut this is the person, regardless of if God said, if you're not feeling it in your gut, it's always best. My recommendation would be to take more time. It's better to take some more time and, you know, wait and be comfortable with that. So if that is a question that you've thought about, take some time, find out, you know, from friends, your family, people that you kind of vibe with. Let them be the ones to guide you, and above all, also hear from God. And once again, my name is Obi. And I'm Fakwe.
Yes, if you love what we've just talked about, we want to hear from you in the comments section. Feel free to like, share, and
subscribe. Yeah, and tell us more of what you want to hear from us. We are a young adult church here in Hamilton, Ontario, but you can join us from anywhere in the world. We meet online on Zoom at 5:30 p.m. on Sundays.
The information is is on the screen. And
chill atmosphere. We'd love to see you there.
Yep.
By all means, subscribe, guys.
Subscribe, hit that button, and get notifications as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. See you in the next video.